Hey, it's Wednesday, time for another Action Figure Adventures video here on SEO Tour Review. Today, Baby Skeletor and I are taking a look at some flea market finds. First up, we got a couple of Mighty Morphin Power Ranger bad guys. These are the larger 8-inch vinyl figures, kind of sized to fight the Megazord or the big figures. We've got Merrick the Barbaric, one of the Barbaric brothers, and Calcifire. These guys come from the Sentai season that the Alien Rangers came from, so these guys would have fought the Megazord with the wolf, ape, bear, frog, crane Zord combination. Picked up this cool blue bootleg Godzilla. He's got no markings on him. I do like that his face looks more like the goofy 70s Godzilla. Next up, we've got a couple of Kenner Aliens figures. We have the regular plain Xenomorph that came packaged with a Predator figure. These are the best ones to collect. I try and army build them. I only have a couple, but anytime I see that guy, I try and grab him up. Better than like the Scorpion Alien and some of the other ones. You know, he really looks like a generic Xenomorph. Here we have the Night Cougar Alien. There was also a Panther Alien that was a different color scheme, but he's got this cool like bucking action feature type of thing. I don't know, like a spring into action maybe. He's got the slightly articulated tail. There were so many weird Kenner aliens back in the day. Here we've got Ray from Kenner the Real Ghostbusters. He's part of the Screaming Heroes line. I picked this one up because the one in my collection actually is hollow inside. He does not have his internal mechanism. If you wind up Ray's head and you play with this button here, his head spins around. Next up, we've got some Ronin Warriors. This was an anime that came to the US in 1995. The toys were made by Playmates. I saw the show in syndication all the way through twice. Really liked it. Probably one of the first anime I ever saw, like in syndication, where it wasn't like Voltron, you know, back in the early 80s. This was as anime was sneaking in, but before Pokemon. And it blew me away. The action was so good. I'm really weak on the story of it anymore. It's been so long. But basically, there was this evil crime syndicate type of government dynasty, and these 5 heroes were bestowed Aura of the Light or something like that, and they could transform, kind of like Power Rangers, into these samurais. And some of them upgraded throughout the series. It was pretty cool. The figures are a pain to collect because they have a million little snap-on accessory things to transform them from civilians, basically, into the samurai. So you can see these guys, some of them have shoulder pads, some of them don't, some of them have boots, some of them don't. They're all in different ranges. And if I screw up somebody's name, I apologize, but it's been a long time since I've seen the show. This is Sai, Hariel, Rowan, another version of Rowan, and Ryo. Ryo was the main character, and some of the figures got reissued, but it seemed like they all got the Ryo head, so even though these are both really Rowan, this is what Rowan looks like in the show. You can see that the armor pieces are articulated, and they all have these little pegs that they snap onto. The Ronin Warriors have really strange articulation. It's all sort of like springs with ratchet points in there. So they move very oddly, and you can kind of push them, but then they spring back. It is definitely strange. Oh no, we are not done with Ronin Warriors just yet. We also have Sage, Talpa, Deus, and Kento. Kento is one of my favorite characters in the show. He was a little bit more of the comic relief, but he was like the strong guy, kind of like Hunk in Voltron. This is the Captain Power Jet. It is missing the canopy, unfortunately, but this is the craziest toy line when you think about it nowadays. We have a lot of app programs and toy-to-life programs where you put your amiibos and your little Disney Infinity guys on the video game system. This worked like the Zapper for Nintendo with your TV, and you could shoot at stuff on the TV screen, and if things shot your ship, the ship would eject the guy out of the front. The light gun and scope things are here to detect and shoot. I'm not sure whether you shooting blocked their blasts, and that's how it worked, because obviously the VHS tape wasn't going to respond like a video game would. And the crazy thing about this, I mean, it's in pretty good shape as far as being nicely colored. It actually still works. Now whether it would respond to a TV still, I don't know. But it's pretty cool. Last but not least, we've got the Auto Morphing Gold Ranger from Power Rangers Zeo. Jason, the original Red Ranger's triumphant return to Power Rangers. It's morphin' time! These guys, it doesn't always stop where you want it to, but these are designed better than the original ones, where they would only morph once, and then you have to wind them back up. It's like roulette, but with terrible odds. Thanks for watching this Action Figure Adventures video. Do Baby Skeletor a favor, hit that like and subscribe button.